Okay, folks, it's your Mike Messier memories, your wrestling rides with Mike. SummerSlam Day is upon us, and it's for longtime wrestling fans. This SummerSlam might seem even a bit early in the summer season, and I say that I know we're basically the 19th of August, 2018, year of our Lord, but in years past, especially the very first few SummerSlams. The SummerSlams were always right before school started, like August 31st, like just really, really late in the game, so to speak. Really at the cusp, almost September. I think SummerSlam's always been in August, mid to late August. I'm trying to think perhaps if the Bret Heart and Soul Undertaker SummerSlam 97 might have been the earliest ever SummerSlam, if I had to guess. But anyway, just giving you some random SummerSlam thoughts. When I think SummerSlam, of course, an early image is of the lovely Miss Elizabeth, what was scheduled to be a polka dot bikini, turned out to just be a red bikini bottom, showing off her gams, so to speak. Gorilla Monsoon and Superstar Billy Graham doing pretty piss-poor commentary, just no offense to those guys, but really not a good commentary team of Superstar. He was not really good at commentary. Gorilla was best with either Heenan or Jesse. The Gorilla Graham combo was not to my liking. SummerSlam 88, the big tag match, the Mega Powers, the Mega Bucks. A lot of people forget about the fact that Jesse the Body Ventura, they really hyped him up as a special guest ref. Moving forward to 89, you had the Zeus thing, which was god-awful, but I think the undercard of SummerSlam 89 was a lot more fun. I want to say that Dusty Rhodes premiered at that show, or that was like his first big pay-per-view or first big show for WWE, whether it was Saturday Night's Main Event or anything, beating the Honky Tonk Man. A year later, Dusty Rhodes would find himself kind of in a really good angle with Macho Man Randy Savage, I believe. Although it turned out to be like a 2.5 minute match, Macho Man defeated Dusty, but Dusty was distracted because Sweet Sapphire, where's my Sweet Sapphire? Sapphire turned on the American Dream. That whole, what was happening at 1990 SummerSlam, we had a lot of cool stuff with like Rude and Warrior in a cage for the world title, Hogan actually on the undercard against Earthquake, although many people, including Conrad Thompson, a Messier Mantra guest, would say that was your true main event. It really depends on how you look at things. But Warrior and Rude did close the show, as people like to say now. They get so hung up on that. What else happened? Those early SummerSlams. 91 was a fun one. Of course, that's the infamous schmaltz with Warrior and the did he hold up Vince or not? That big 5-man clusterfuck of a match. Sid Vicious or Sid Justice as the special guest. A lot of special guest refs at these SummerSlams, I guess. And I never like it when like a special guest is a wrestler. Like, oh, here's Sid, or here's Bret Hart at Starrcade 97. Like, that never really does anything. Or Shawn at it's fucking SummerSlam. I keep saying WrestleMania instead of SummerSlam, but Shawn at SummerSlam 97. Or Shawn when he fucking guest ref The Rock and Triple H. And I was thinking about that feud today. What a great feud that was. And they had, speaking of Triple H and The Rock, they had a great SummerSlam match, 98, the ladder match. Giving credit where it's due. Conrad and Bruce doing a nice something wrestle with fucking SummerSlam 98, Highway to Hell. I don't want to jump forward all that far. SummerSlam 92 was really interesting because you had like this international thing in Wembley Stadium. It wasn't even shown in the United States for a couple of days. You couldn't really get away with that now because of the internet. And back in 92, I mean, the results had leaked, but like you didn't really know everything. It was still a good watch. The Warrior Savage match gets terribly overlooked at SummerSlam 92. Really a nice match between those two. They had a good chemistry, and people want to piss on fucking Warrior's wrestling ability, but he had good matches with guys like Randy Savage. And of course, assholes will say, "Well, everyone has good matches with Randy Savage." Well, did fucking Barry Horowitz, did Iron Mike Sharp, did George Wells, okay? So, moving forth, of course, the Bulldog Bret Hart, classic Intercontinental, really put the Intercontinental title, almost on a par, if not better, that particular day, because it was the main event. Moving forth, SummerSlam 93, I really didn't see that one until years later. And Yoko and Luger, we all know that routine. Why did he win by countout? Why did everyone celebrate? I think you had the Steiners versus the Heavenly Bodies, good match. I'm trying to think. I mean, that was a kind of a weak time for me as a fan. 94, you had the double Undertaker routine. Who did fucking Yoko fight? You had that was in Chicago. I'm just going by my memory. You had Razor versus Diesel for the IC. I think Shawn jumped in there. Head Shrinkers. Not a great show. Hogan wasn't around. He wasn't around for 93 either. 95 SummerSlam. God, what happened at that one? Was that the Shawn Razor Ladder Match 2, the sequel? And I think you had fucking Nash versus Big Daddy V, King Mabel, which is okay, but it wasn't, kind of hitting a sulky time. 96, you see some, probably the thing that gets overlooked at SummerSlam 96 is Steve Austin won a dark match, not a dark match, but a pre-show match, beating Yokozuna, I think, in 1 minute and 16 seconds. That's kind of an underrated thing. I think that's the show that you had the fucking, the Death in the Basement match, or whatever the fuck it was, the barroom brawl, or the fucking boiler room brawl. You had, that was really good. Mick Foley will lament that he didn't have commentary on that. You had your fucking, what's his face, Shawn versus Vader. Really don't have a lot of storage on this video to go into every single SummerSlam. I mean, and this might just be part one, but let me just stop right here and just go into a personal, what are some SummerSlam memories that I really cherish and hold on to? The Bret Hart-Kurt Hennig match, SummerSlam 91. I mean, if you want to talk, I think there was a second match on the show. I want to say the first match was a pretty good six-man between Kerry Von Erich, Steamboat, and Davey Boy. And what a team that is over the Warlord and Power and Glory, Hercules and Roma. That was a really hot six-man match. Then I think Hennig and Bret Hart was the second match. And it was nice to see Hart get the Intercontinental title, and you knew he's into some business. That was a great match, a really tight, perfect match. Literally, Kurt Hennig. And you got to give Hennig a credit because he was wrestling with a bad back, and he really put Bret over nicely. So credit to Kurt. Shake of the glasses to him. I know I didn't literally shake. Here, boom, there you go. What else? Moving forth. I think the Rougeau's Bulldogs at fucking SummerSlam 88 was a nice one. And that was a 20-minute draw, I believe. Spoiler alert, just fucking let you watch it. I'm always get amazed that younger wrestling fans don't go back and watch some of these older shows. I mean, you have the network, wherever the fuck you have. Watch that SummerSlam. But you know what? The SummerSlam 88 is tough to get through, to be honest with you. Because for every Rougeau's Bulldogs match, you have some Ted DiBiase fucking Morocco match. Or actually, it wasn't even that. It was Morocco versus Dino Bravo. So I'd probably just recommend skipping around. Trying to think. I mean, the Macho Man Dusty thing in '89 was good. I'd say, watch watch SummerSlam 91 and 92. If you're a younger fan and you haven't seen some of these SummerSlams, and you want to know where do I start or what do I do, just watch SummerSlam 91 and 92. I'll give you that. If you want to watch SummerSlam 90, you can, but it's not great. I'd probably skip the 91, 92. The Luger one, I don't know if that was that great. And 93, no, that's the Luger one. And 94, 95, I don't know. I mean, if you're watching this video and you're wondering, well, Mike, which fucking SummerSlams of, say, 88 to 96, we'll say, I say watch, what did I say? Watch 92, 91, and 96. So Mike Messier, talk to you later.